Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the other side of the Beehive. New year, do not adjust your phone, your computer monitor, or your TV. This is, in fact, my very first cardigan. And we also, I want everybody to go back in time where Justin made fun of me for having white pants.
I don't think I ever made fun of you for the white pants.
Yeah, you did.
It was the coffee.
In fact, you said that the Navy was nice for letting me borrow him and take him out of the base.
Oh yeah.
And now look at this motherfucker. Dude.
Yeah, I did say that. This is not the first time I've wore white pants though.
I know. You walked in, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, we're not very good about coordinating.
I know. How much we have a lot of shit.
Yeah, like that hat.
Yeah, we have.
It's like one of my favorite hats to wear. And we have the Will hoodies. Mm-hmm. We used to do the Beehive shirt. We've never cross-pollinated on that one. See what I did there?
Dude, that was nice. But, I just came up. I just saw it on my. Where did I go yesterday? Oh, I did Dress Español yesterday, and I was like, should I wear my? The other side of the Beehive, but I didn't.
You said fuck it, huh?
I said fuck it, dude.
I said fuck those guys.
I do it for a special occasion. Yeah, dude, you know what this is? This is, by the time this comes out, it'll be the very first of the year, of the week. And I'll tell you why, though, because you know me, because it's Monday, and it's the first of the month, and it's the first of the year. We're going to Sizzler, baby. We're getting on a diet, motherfucker.
I thought you were getting your welfare checks.
No, we're fucking getting...
It's the first...
We're getting strict on this diet. I went to the doctor today. I went to the heart doctor today.
What'd he say?
Not good, dude.
Oh, it's not trending in a well area. He says, did he say, why are we even wasting our time here?
It's like, before he even touched me, he's like, Angel, is there anything you need to tell me? I was like, I haven't been following it. He goes, come back in 3 months.
It's probably good to start wearing cardigans. That way when you're passed out on the fucking road,
I can start breathing a little more.
They can be like, well, he was old, so...
Dude, you know, speaking of that, it's so funny you say that. Cause
would you be mine? Could you be mine?
Would you be my neighbor? I walked in this place, dude, and it's all old people. That's all. It's like grandpas and me, dude.
Oh, I thought you meant the studio. You're talking about your doctor.
No, huh? My doctor is all grandpas and grandmas and me. Like, what he's like, are you here to push my chair, son? I'm like, no, I'm a fucking patient too.
He's all, will you please not park it next to the car so close? Hand you his keys.
And you also have to wear a mask, which I thought we were...
Not medical facilities still. They're still under
this
lock
is the
and
second
key.
time that I've been there since... I mean, I scheduled my appointment. I went there. I'm not a phone kind of guy. I have to go there. I did the same thing with my dentist.
What do you mean?
Like,
you're gonna get an appointment over your phone?
I don't like it. I don't like it over the phone.
I do all my doctor's appointments over the phone.
Everybody does. I'm old school. See,
because I don't need. Because I don't need to be there. Like, and she's like, "Well, we just got to test your blood, but you can just go to the facility and in Farmington and do it on your own time."
Yeah.
So I just meet her over the fucking phone.
Speaking of.
Plus, it's a motherfucker to park there up at the University of Utah. A truck don't fit in there.
Fuck no.
And the only parking spots they have in the truck spot, every motherfucker like me is all parked there.
I go to the hospital that I go to it's on the whole front of the hospital is under construction. So now in order to get here, I have to park here and do the whole walk. And then the doctor's like,
it's good for you.
Then especially I need to lose weight. And then the doctor's like, you know, coming over here already raises your blood pressure. You know, you have to walk, you have to make it on time. I'm like, listen, fuck that. I'm here on time. I'm like, coming here is like nerve-wracking for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you freak out a couple of days before, like start eating good?
Dude, I've been doing that for weeks, and I just keep fucking it up.
It only takes one.
And then you know what? It's funny because he was talking to me, and I was like, in my head, I'm like, I wonder if he really knows who I am. Because obviously the only young one out of the office, he probably knows who I am. But
I was going to say, I mean, What is he a listener?
No,
Does he know the difference between the brown one and the white one?
No, but
on the
it's
other
like,
side of the
no,
beehive.
but I'm like, how many? No, it's like how many patients does he see? Does he see every day?
I would assume.
For me to be like, does he even know who I am? And then as he's talking to me, and he goes, you know what? Why don't we just do this? Why don't we just do that? And he goes, because you remember what happened last time that you had a mini heart attack? And I was like, oh, he does know who I am.
Well, it was in your chart.
Yeah, but he kind of knew like where he went. It's like, remember we did this? I was like, yeah, it was you.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But then he has that secretary that walks in with you. It was like, can I ask you? So I walked in with the nurse, checked my blood pressure, didn't say a word, wrote it on a piece of paper with all, like my height, my weight. And he goes, all right, well, doctor will be in to see you. And she walks out. Another secretary or assistant or whatever came in, and she has that piece of paper. And she goes,
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker. Like, you're a little high. And I said, I figure.
Are you under 2?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're still under 200 though, right?
Oh, wait, mean? Oh, no. Fuck.
Remember
no.
you broke those barriers and we
I'm
celebrated it on the
dude.
podcast, and you just
I weighed myself today. I'm like 211.
oh, you're just floating around there. You could lose that weight,
Oh yeah, for
cut
sure.
some weight, put a sweatsuit on you.
Yeah. And
Get you in
also
a
they gave me a water pill. Like they added a pill to the pills that I take, and it's a water pill
To retain water or let water go?
to let water go.
Oh.
And so he's like, I suggest you drink this in the morning. I was like, because I drink mine at night. Remember my alarm? Remember that shit? And he goes, I suggest you take it. He's like, not that you're going to piss yourself, but it's like, at least you'll be out and going, and you can just turn around and take a piss.
I have to wake up in the middle of the night to take a
Also,
piss.
now that you said blood work, that doctor was like, can we get some blood work from you? And I'm like, sure. I was like, I did it last time I was here.
You gotta do it every time,
Yeah, it was 2021, bud. 2022 is just about to be over.
Yeah, right.
In fact, this is the second to last day. And so she sent me there, and I said, okay. So I go there. This whore goes. She says, which arm? What do you say when you say which arm?
I'd say which one's easier
Exactly.
for you.
So what are they even? I'm like, just you speak your poison, dude. Who cares? So she goes in here, does the whole.
I wonder if it's sometimes she's all, well, which arm? And the amputee's all, come on, lady. Right?
Or maybe he's trying to give us a chance to say like,
all-
which one do you shoot in? Which one you used to shoot
Yeah, I
in?
do
Let's
that
go to the hole.
between my toes. We're good.
So she goes, which one? I said, I'm like, whatever. So she did the whole wrap thing on here, and then she started touching my shit. And then my vein just like pops, right? And so she goes, and you know the drill. I just like, all right. So, but I like to see it.
You like to watch it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're
You
crazy.
don't?
No, it'll make you pass out.
You don't get tattoos? You don't see them?
The tattoo's different than the blood draw one.
The tattoos?
The tattoos are different than the blood draw one.
Really? You
I can't know.
You turn
I've
around
done it
like a
before.
little
I turn
bitch,
away.
dude.
I turn away. I ask her if they have a manila folder I can hold up just in case my eyes decide to wander. Because I've gone before and given blood and passed out.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. So are you the kind of guy that sees?
Oh, yeah.
But you can.
My blood. Other people's blood?
You're like, yeah.
That doesn't fuck me up. My blood, my body's all, whoa, wait a sec. We ain't got much to give, man. Hold the fuck on.
Oh, what is this? Your period? And they just fucking faint.
Yeah, dude. I can't watch it. It makes
dude.
me lightheaded. I can taste metal in my mouth.
Get the
and I
fuck
get dizzy.
outta
I'm
here.
like, oh yeah. So I just go at it.
Dude, that's better than a drug, dude. That's legal. You're not just going to donate blood. You're like,
That's where I passed out.
tested the shit.
So they did it, and I started giving the blood. She's all, hey, you need to hold
already
this.
hot as
You
fuck.
need to hold this ball and pump it.
Yeah.
As soon as I started pumping it, my body went, oh, we ain't got much to spare, man. That's
Is that
it.
what it was? But she goes, so I like to see it, right? So I look and I see the whole thing go, "Oof," like they're poking you. Now, and this happens most of the time. She goes in and like nothing comes out. And now she's like fucking doing this shit in there. Like she's looking for cavities. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then she's touching the vein. She's trying to find it. And then she looks at the other guy and she goes, hey, come see this. So the guy came in and I'm like, okay, so am I going to die right now? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, they're already scaring me. And the girl says, look at the size of this vein. It's the fucking biggest vein I've seen, and I can't find it.
That's
and
how clogged you are.
she's
They're
just like,
fucking. That's fucking
all
arteries.
the
There's
salt that goes to
nothing.
the-
There's tequila or Takis and
Takis
fucking
and shit.
Diet Coke and fucking carne asada or whatever you eat.
You fucking dick. So she's like fucking trying to scoop my vein and shit.
Oh no.
And I'm like,
There's nothing you can do. But you're still watching it?
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd be done. I'd be sleeping
Dude,
by
she
then.
goes in, she went out, like she did the whole fucking thing, dude. And I'm just like, and then this guy goes, try another tube. Maybe the tube's fucked up. So then she took the tube out. And another thing is when they put those little tubes, they're shaking the little needle, and you're just like,
Oh, yeah,
oh,
you can
you're
feel
like,
it.
you feel it, right?
How many
It's-
do you have to give at a time?
I think she got like 37 of them. No, I'm just kidding. I think I got 3.
I did 7 at one time.
What?
7 when I have to get tested for my the drug I take for my Crohn's. I have to get tested for the levels, and it has to go to multiple labs. They
Yeah.
took 7, and I'm like, lady, I can't do it anymore. So you want a cookie or some orange juice? Like, fuck, I need a fucking
I'm
blood
not
transfusion
sick,
for
you
God's
old
sakes. See that bag of blood in there? Give me some of that. Fuck.
Dude, that's another thing because everything is under construction. So now it's not like the last time I went. They're like, oh, you need to go to the lab, and they're like, it's just this next door. And I said, oh, okay. So I just went the next door. But this time it's like, you know how terrible I am. I get lost in this building.
Yeah.
And I swear that the lady goes, so go back to the elevators you came through, go down to level 1, then go left and go to the next set of shits, and then go to number 1, and then it's on the left. And I'm like,
You've always been bad with directions.
Horrible,
Is
dude.
that how you landed here in Utah and not California like the rest of them go?
I was supposed to
be in San
go to
Jose.
San Diego.
We landed in
And then
Salt Lake
we
City.
got there, we're like, this is the place. We just stayed. But yeah, so I finally go there, and they're just doing this thing, and then the guy is like, just try another tube. So then she
There was
takes,
a joke there,
so
by
then
the
she
way.
takes so then she takes the tube out, puts another one in, and like nothing. And she goes, I can't believe how big this vein is,
Wow.
and you're not getting. And then but with the second tube, it only took like a couple of tries, and then fucking. And I'm like, there's your blood, motherfucker. I'm all.
High blood pressure, does that mean that there's like is that literally what it is? Is the pressure in your body and in your veins it's higher than what it should be? Or is high blood pressure like a term for it's something else?
So I think what happens is that the blood becomes, for what I understand, becomes a little too thick for the heart to pump it. So even though it's like for example, my heart is like working overtime, shouldn't work that hard. That's why I take the what is it called, the blood thinners.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, but yeah, so they're adding another pill, and basically it's just me, all the shit that I've been going through and stuff. So it's like, oh my god. So that and the fact that just my diet. It's basically it's the diet, and that's another thing because whatever I've been eating, it's diet stuff, but it's like the worst thing. And I googled today, like what are the foods that you can have like that are low sodium, or like the foods with sodium is everything. It's bread, it's processed meats, it's cheese, it's cream, it's fucking like popcorn, everything. Like, oh, so you just don't want me to enjoy food at all? Like, it's everything. It says Takis right there with big bold letters.
It's all sponsored by Takis.
This heart attack brought to you by. Oh, dude.
Holy
But
shit.
yeah, so and then after seeing me once a year, he's like, I want to see you in like 3 months. I was like, all right, I got it.
I have a colonoscopy scheduled for the 30th? 31st? Yeah, 31st of January.
We should document it, dude.
I should, huh? Take some clips, go in there,
But you
lay
said
down.
you actually. I've been confused because, and obviously I never done it. But I was listening to our episode with the lake talk that we did like a couple years ago. Just came out this week. for some reason, I thought that since you get, what's the one with the finger?
I don't get the finger.
Yeah, but what is that one?
That one's getting your prostate checked.
So that one's just, but it goes in your butthole too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for some reason, I thought the colonoscopy was also just with the finger.
Oh no, they put a camera.
They
in
put
my
a camera
ass.
in there. That's what. Yeah, but I didn't know that you were out.
Oh yeah, they put you out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If now they're
Can you
just
imagine?
they're just fitting that shit in there.
It's like when you go the Roto-Rooter guy turns that thing's all.
You see it poking in your stomach.
I bet it's horrendously horrible, like painful when they're rooting around in there, because it's got to make turns and shit,
Yeah.
right? So it's like somebody's got to steer that shit.
That's so weird.
Yeah, of course they put you out, and could you imagine the
But
jokes they
I've
crack?
never done it, so I don't know.
Yeah, could you imagine the jokes they crack as they're doing?
Crack.
So I will shave my butthole before I go. I do that for them.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
Do they
I make
appreciate?
a
Oh,
clean
thank you.
whistle
And it's
down
like,
there.
hey, everything went good, sir. And also, thanks.
Thanks. Thanks for having a clean runway there, bud. We appreciate the
Yo,
fucking.
I should take that stuff they give you to clean out your butthole, just for fun and to record it.
We should do it the same day. It's cheap, and you just go
How
pick
long
it
does
up.
it last?
You'll lose fucking 10, 15 pounds.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I mean, dude. He says no.
It's horrendous.
Oh, really?
And it's not so much that you just shit everything out. Like, it's almost a relief when you're just like, and it just keeps going. The process of how much you have to drink to complete it
Is it nasty?
makes you feel bloated.
Is it nasty?
It tastes like it. I always get it with
Shout out tequila.
what's the yellow Gatorade, like the lemon lime one.
Yellow
So
Gatorade.
outside of the colonoscopy, don't ever offer me lemon lime or lemon fucking
you put that
Gatorade.
in there?
So you put the powder in there,
In the bottle?
the Malox powder. But like when you buy the jug, you take the whole jug, and so you mix it in like if you were gonna have some juice, you put it in the fridge, one of those big fucking steins. You have to drink a whole one of those within like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours.
So let's just say today, the day it is, you're getting it done in a couple of days. When do you take that?
The day before.
So like basically 24 hours before you know you're going under?
So it's like if I was going in, I think I'm going in at like 9 a.m.
Okay.
I would start the process at like 2 o'clock the day before.
Yeah. Okay.
Start drinking it.
So how many drinks is there?
It takes me about 4 or 5 drinks. So you do one, you wait.
When you say one, the whole bottle.
You take the whole bottle and you mix it. So it's like 2 gallons.
Okay.
Almost 2 gallons that you have to drink. You put the powder in there, you mix it up, you take one, you wait, you take another one, you wait, and by that time that second one hits, you're ready to start shitting.
You're not eating anything.
No, and then from that point you can only have liquids like broth or something like that, and then like I want to say 10 hours before your appointment you can't eat shit. You can't even drink water. Damn. So and the worst is when you get an appointment and they're like, we have you scheduled for 3 o'clock. You're all, oh, no fucking way. Because it's better to go to bed hungry
Yeah.
than have to spend the entire day knowing you're not going to fucking eat anything. It's horrible. That's the worst part is you can't eat. And then you're like, oh, I can't wait to fucking eat. But by the time they're rooting around in your gut, you're like, I don't fucking feel like eating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not fun.
They stir some shit in there, huh?
It's not fun.
So what about, but is this, does it make it like diarrhea, like what it hurts to shit?
No, it's like fucking basically what you drink, that yellow substance.
That's what comes
it
out.
It looks just like that. By the time you're done, it's clear. You're shitting water. That's what they want. They say if it's got a little brown tint, yellow tint to it, it's okay, but we want it clear. That means your intestines, everything's clear.
Oh, damn. What's in there? Dude?
Just Malox, just a laxative, a fucking heavy laxative. You take like Dulcolax pills, like stool softeners, and then that Malox, that softens everything, and then it's the fucking night of 1,000 fucking waterfalls.
Have you ever done that, Jack? You you have?
Yeah. I haven't gotten a colonoscopy, but I've had to drink that stuff.
Really? For what?
I had my appendix exploded.
Damn, dude, exploded.
So I had to,
Yeah, it sucks. But you lose weight. You lose weight. You lose quite a bit of weight. I should document it this time and like start see what I weigh, and then by the time just before I go to my appointment, see what I weigh and see how much I actually lose. Because you lose a lot of water weight, like you shit everything.
But you say it doesn't hurt. Like wiping doesn't hurt. You know how?
No, it's not raw.
When you got diarrhea, every now like
It's not
you get
raw
to a
like
point,
that
you're like,
because it's all liquids. It's not like stomach acid shits.
oh, okay.
It's like liquid. It's water. It's a nice way to clean your inside.
If you want to know how it feels, just go eat a whole bag of sugar-free gummy bears, bro.
Sugar-free gummy bears. Why? When you shit it out, it's just colors?
The
Or?
alcohol sugar. There's so much alcohol sugar, it'll just make you have the shits.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. There's a dude who eats like half a bag and then sees how long it takes him to shit his pants while he deadlifts. It's like 10 minutes is all it takes.
Sounds like the other side of the Beehive skit.
Was he available to come?
Oh, that's funny.
That's fucking weird, dude. I don't. That scares me.
We should do it together. You want to come with me to my appointment?
Again? Oh, yeah, for sure.
Sit in the waiting room and wait for me.
So by the time you get to your appointment, you're not shitting anymore? Or sometimes?
Oh yeah, sometimes I
you
gotta
have
say, while I'm signing up, I'm like, can I use the
It's
bathroom?
loud as fuck, dude.
No, it's just like
Is it pissing
water.
through
It's
your
just
butt?
like, it's like
Really?
butt pee.
Swamp ass.
Yeah. So it's not like farty. You're not gassy. It's just that water hitting the fucking bowl. The janitors appreciate it because I got that high stream
Thank
fucking
you.
like if there's fucking turd stains on the bowl, I clean them motherfuckers out good for them. I'm like a fire hose out the fucking anus.
Hey guys, oh gracias.
This is the only time in your life that you're scared to sneeze.
Oh damn! I didn't even.
Yeah, because
think
it's
about that.
right there. It's right there. And then I'll tell you this. There's been times where I'm like, because once you go back and they get you signed in, they get you in the IV, there's no going back. There's no, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. And there's been a couple of times where I've been like, and the lady's like, okay, we're getting ready to go back. I'm like, that poor fucker that's got to stick that stick in there.
He's got some back pressure. So.
But when you lay down, they have like towels and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's probably a normal thing for you to.
Now here's a medical question, dude. Like a real serious medical question. Do your balls get in the way?
They have you. I tuck them. I tuck them this way because what you do before they put you out, you tighten your legs and then you roll to your side.
Oh,
So you have
they put
you're almost in the fetal
fetal
position. Yeah, so they get you prepped to where you're starting to feel good. Then they have you close your
You're
legs.
not naked,
By
right?
then-
You just have that open.
Oh yeah, I got the thing on, but my
Yeah.
ass is hanging
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
But I pull my fucking, the goods. I call the twins. I pull those up and I lay to the side. So I don't do the cornucopia or the bulldog where I'm all surprised.
They pull you out, they get so loose, your balls just dropping behind, right by your asshole.
They knock the hose out of my ass.
Like, nurse, we're gonna need some more help here. That's so fucking funny.
Only on this podcast,
Fuck
my
yeah,
friends.
dude.
You will not get this information from any other podcast.
I was listening to the episode of the Lay Talk, and they're amazed about how truthful we are with our own shit.
Oh yeah.
We're like, oh yeah, like, because that's the kind of shit that this is a normal conversation here, dude. But I also feel like it's a normal conversation for you and I, wherever we are.
Let's just, to me, our conversations, I feel like are normal conversations for dudes.
Yeah.
The stuff dudes talk about when dudes get together, right? And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we're just
Yeah.
closet queers and we're just not ready to.
Hey, speaking of closet, I don't know if we can say that other word.
You can say that one. I didn't say the hard F one. I said queers because queer is PC.
Okay, well, speaking of queers, it's
Yeah, there you go.
it's
Feels
Will
good,
Won-
huh?
it's Will Wonder's birthday.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh shit.
Right, he's 37, dude. For what I
Oh,
for the
that's
info
cute.
that I know, right? He's such a virgin. Sorry about the what's that thing? God damn it! I had the joke and I missed it. Alopecia. Sorry about that. That's what I meant to say.
Oh,
But he's over there. He's thriving. You know what I'm saying?
he is thriving.
That Will Minem, you know, because I guess he's a rapper or used to be a
He
rapper.
is a rapper, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he gets to celebrate Liquid Joe's with all of his closest friends. Not you, not me.
Oh, we didn't get invited, did we?
Fuck no, probably not. We're too white. We're too white, dude. We are too white for the whitest person's birthday. Yo, speaking of fucking shitty stuff, actually, I've been forgetting to tell you this. Every time I go home and I'm like, God damn it, I didn't tell him this. I don't know if you remember a couple weeks ago, I said to you, I said, oh, you know, I got one of the bands that I used to play for, they're playing at Liquid Joe's
You told me about that.
for charity event. So I go there, parking lot's full. And Liquid Joe's parking lot's got to be one of the smallest fucking parking lots ever, dude. And now, because now Harmon's has caught up with it, he's like, you guys are not parking here. No, fuck you guys. We can't
You
park
gotta
there.
go across the
Can't-
street.
Can't park across the street.
Oh, you can't go to the
can't park
Mexican
across the
joint
street.
anymore?
Nope.
Oh,
I told you. So, right next to the parking lot, on the other side of the fence, they open another parking lot. So now there's more spots. And so I pull in, and the guy comes out and he goes, "No, just park right there." And I swear he says by the lights. Well, obviously the parking lot right next to that has a big old street light on it. So I was like, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, right here, the light. And he goes, "Yeah, just over there, over there." I go, "Okay." So then I come out. I go all the way around another of the Harmon's building, and go inside of there, gated, by the way, but the gate was open. I said, "Oh, cool." So I come in there. I also drove in with another car that had a bunch of girls that came out, went to the same event. So I parked, locked it, walked in. I listened to the bands, whatever. At the end, I come out, which is funny how I go to those events, and because it's rock and like punk and everything, like the amount of people that I know,
Yeah.
because I used to be part of that, you know. And so they're like, "Hey, what's up? What's going on?" I wasn't drinking. I didn't drink anything. They were just like, "You want something?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good." So finally, my buddy's band played. I say goodbye to everybody. My buddy says, "Let me walk you out. Thank you so much for coming." And she, "Oh yeah, no problem." I walk in, truck is gone. And I'm like, my truck is gone. And he kind of got shocked that I didn't even have to walk out of the whole lobby thing. I was like, "No, my truck is gone." And he goes, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Where'd you park it?" I'm like, "Right there." And it's not there. Somebody drove it? I'm like, obviously not. Obviously it got towed. So then I go to the manager, because he knows me, because I used to play there. And I say, "Hey, can you park there?" And he goes, "Oh," he's an Asian fella. He goes, "Oh, no, you can't." And I was like, "I swear to God, your guy told me to park there." And he goes, "No, you can't park there." And I was like, okay, so now I'm not going to go and argue with him because my fucking truck is gone. So it doesn't fucking matter. So I'm like, fuck. So now, and then my buddy's feeling bad about it. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man. You need anything?" I'm like, "No, I'm just going to give me an Uber."
Yeah, my truck, motherfucker.
Yeah. I was like, "I'm just going to give me an Uber." By the way, when I moved into Brian's house, which was a year ago, I downloaded Uber. 2 weeks ago is the first time I used that thing. And I said, "Well, I have to go home." And not only that, but then all the stuff that comes to your head. It's Friday.
Yeah.
They're not open.
Yeah.
God knows they're open tomorrow. And every day that truck is there, they're
Racking up the
milking
fucking
money, dude.
Oh yeah.
And so then I'm all pissed off. I'm like, fuck. And not only that, I left from here. So the computer was in the truck.
Oh.
And that's like the first thing that I was like, if for some reason I can't get the truck, I mean, it is what it is. It's my fuck up. Like, I'm not blaming anybody. It's like, it's my fuck up. But now we're not going to have this fucking episode ready to go. And so, got me an Uber, went home, and I got home and I just started Googling shit. Like, where is my, where's my,
Dude, where's my truck?
Where's my truck? I I was texting somebody and they're like, well, did you know where they take it? And I almost hung up on them. It's like,
I asked you,
yeah,
what would be the tow company?
yeah.
And they ask you, well, do you know where they took it?
Yeah.
It's like, I've lost my keys. Well, where are they at?
Exactly.
Right? Where's the last place you put them?
Oh, I hate that one. I
last
fucking
place you
hate
put
that.
'em's where you're
There's
gonna
somebody
find
on that
it.
other side listening to us and knows that I fucking hate that one. But anyway, so then I do this. Oh, and by the way, I come back into like a little bit past the lobby, and I'm getting my Uber. The manager comes in, sees the other security guy, and he goes, "Hey," and he goes, "You know that truck they towed? It's his." So they all saw it happening, but they don't know who it belongs to. So they're not gonna go, "Hey!" They're not gonna stop the whole gig, grab the microphone. They're towing a truck, you know. So they're like,
Damn.
"Oh shit, someone got fucked
It's a
up."
big truck to
It's a
tow.
big ass truck to fucking take. And so they're like, "Oh, that's your truck?" And the guy says, "I'm like, yeah, dude." And he goes, "Oh, that sucks, man." And he goes, "Anyway," grab his fucking rag and went to clean up some tables. And I was like, motherfucker. So finally I gave me an Uber, go back home. I started Googling, where can I get it? Where can I, this is late. Then I hear Brian come in at like right around 3. I'm so stressed out that I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I go upstairs and, Brian has to do his better stop right around that time. Goes into the house and starts eating. But he changes the tortilla for low carb tortilla. So he's good. He's losing weight. So I'm like, "Brian, are you there?" He goes, "Yeah, what's up?" I'm like, "What are you doing awake?" I'm like, "They told my fucking truck." Oh, because I texted him. I said, "Just so you know, when you get home, it may seem like I'm not there, but I'm downstairs." I'm like, he goes, "Okay." So I say, I'm like, they told my truck. So I tell him the whole story. And he goes, "Well, let's look it up." And he, bless his heart, he looked it up, found it right there. He goes, "Oh, it's in this address, and they open tomorrow at this time." They went tomorrow. Okay, finally. The next day, Brian says, "I gotta leave at 11 o'clock. If you don't have a ride, I'll take you." I go, "Okay, cool." It was like 12:30. He was still asleep. I was like, So I called my mother.
You're all waiting.
I'm like pacing.
You're all tapping on the fucking counter, just waiting.
So I tell my mom, I texted my mom and I said, "Hey, they towed my truck." And she goes, "Oh," I said, "Can you give me a ride?" And she goes, "Yeah." Okay. So text me to the place. I take all my stuff with me. They want insurance, they want, your driver license, whatever. All they did, they took my fucking name and they're like, "What's your name?" And I said, "My name." And they're like, "Okay." $384. The goddamn truck was there 10 hours.
God damn, really?
$384.
We're in the wrong business, bud.
I'm like, well, this is gonna be one of those credit card swipes.
God damn, dude.
And then I just went,
This was a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
I had no idea.
I totally spaced to tell you. And every time I get home, I'm like, fuck, I forgot to tell him.
Damn, dude.
$384.
No damage to the truck though.
No.
Because usually they fuck shit up.
The only thing that drove me nuts, and I don't know if you knew this, as I'm walking towards the truck, I'm trying to make it because right now I'm plugging in the truck, so it's kind of warmer the next day. So I'm like doing the thing so it starts, but it just beeps, but it doesn't start. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I go in there, I start it by hand, and I drove out, and I said to the girl, I says, "Hey, do you know if they did something so he doesn't, I don't know, with the alarm or whatever, because it's not auto starting?" And she goes, "No, they usually don't." But she told me, usually the trucks, the vehicles this new, once you tow them, something triggers in them that stops them from doing that.
Yeah.
In case you go to the pond and start your truck and haul ass.
Haul ass.
Yeah.
Right.
So it kind of like resets itself, so it won't work. But it resets when you start it. I say, okay. So I think I get home and I'm like, "Look, Brian, $384 to it."
Just because wonder how far off you were from parking spots.
No, I was in a parking spot. It just wasn't, it was probably Harmon's parking lot.
That's such bullshit.
And
how come you you know what? That's when you go, "Hey, I appreciate the boot.
Yeah.
Put the boot on my truck." That way I know.
Yeah.
I'll call somebody and they can fucking remove it. Don't take my shit. Don't fuck this guy's night up.
Dude, good thing I didn't pick up any hoes. Be like, can you drive? Can you drive? But, dude, it's so bad because also, Liquid Joe's, you being a staple when it comes to Utah being a bar, and you have the tiniest fucking parking
The worst.
parking lot.
The worst. They
You wanna-
jam people in
You
that
want to see a
motherfucker.
show there that starts at 10 o'clock? Be there at 7.
Do you think there's a conspiracy here? You think Liquid Joe's, that little Asian guy's all, hey,
He sees me parking. Check out this motherfucker.
check out this asshole. Throw his shit. And then they give him a cut.
Yeah, the $384?
That's why they're still around for so long. Living off that fucking toe money.
No wonder why that place is never full and it's still on there for years. It's been going on.
man. Damn,
It was
dude, that
fucking
sucks.
packed, dude. It was a. Look how shitty this is. It was for. I never met the guy. It's for a guy named Tyson, if I'm not mistaken. He got
High blood pressure?
no. I want to say it was MS, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was MS. But they went and did all this for him. He got to see everything streaming. They streamed it for him. He was in bed. I mean, he's connected to tubes and stuff like that. And they did that on. My buddy actually put it together. They did that on Friday. They raised about $4,000 for him, which is like
nice.
the most that they have ever done. Plus the GoFundMe. And my buddy had they made a video when they showed it to him. And unfortunately, like I said, I never met the guy. He was in bed. He has like the oxygen mask, whatever. He can't talk. And then he passed away 2 days after.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, man. My buddy was so bummed out. I'm like, listen, man, you put out a good show. You did. It was a good show. It was a lot of bands, a lot of well-known bands. Obviously, they're not charging anything, and everything is just for.
Nice.
I mean, if they could have taken my $384 to put in there, would have been past four. It would have been past $4,000.
You're walking down a steep road right now. Damn, that sucks, man.
Dude, so bad.
Oh.
Anyway,
Hey, can you do me a favor and pull up a picture that I sent you earlier? Before you pull this picture up,
make sure it's the picture. Don't pull one of my pictures in that fucking thing.
I have to apologize to Angel for the years of ball breaking that I've been doing.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So, my sincerest apologies. This is, I like those shoes.
Do you?
I like those.
What do you think, huh?
They got the duck on the back. Mm-hmm. What are those?
Air Maxes? The honeydews.
Oh, the honeydews, huh?
Yep. Like Ryan Sickler.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are pretty sweet.
Thank you, sir. Anyway.
But yeah, my sincerest apologies for the many jokes. I mean, this podcast has been fueled off of these jokes. But if you can go ahead and pull this picture up. This picture was taken 11 years ago. Can everybody on the camera, they can see this, right?
Yeah.
You've had a 5-head for your whole life, my friend.
You think so?
I don't think you're losing your hair.
It's always been like that.
It's always been that way, brother. I don't think you get rid of
Wait,
them.
I thought you said sorry for busting my balls. You're doing that right now.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, there you go, Jack. I appreciate it. I mean,
Look at that baby face, dude.
you could have parked your truck right there in between your hairline and your eyebrows, for Christ's sake. And here I am. I thought they'd been going, wait, no, dude, they're staying the same. They're holding tight.
So I should keep it in.
Oh, yeah. now, this part,
Yeah, you got thinner.
it's getting thinner.
Yeah.
But the front is holding strong. The sailors are anchored and they're fucking riding.
Dude, I see that picture. I remember when I got this done, I remember clearly. as soon as she got him done, I look at the mirror and I'm like, Mr. Just Not Me. I was counting crows, dude.
Oh, I see that, and I figure that's that guy that says, "Hey, man, you spare some change?" Sleeping out on on 5th West.
Trying to get into that fucking gas station. That gas station. I gotta put my backpack in the ground.
Oh, so
Look at those fucking red cheeks, dude.
look at that cleft chin. Like you have an asshole in your chin like I do.
Yeah, and I have look at my fucking the lines on my face. I look like Joker.
Okay.
Well, that building is a building that I was telling you about for a studio. It's right over there by Bangor. Remember I told you?
Oh yeah.
That was the studio that I used to practice at, and so that's the bathroom. This is a room. There was used to be another one right next to it. There's a lobby, another. There was like 4 rooms and a big ass garage area, and a lobby and a bathroom and a kitchen. It was badass. It was
You look like Zach De La Rocha. Is that a hair just standing up?
I know.
Yeah, so she was so that was when she back home it, and then she just left it like that, just for the photo. I think she said something like, "Angel got a little
Don't get too close to fires."
Angel got a little excited about his dress or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, dude. I apologize.
You know what? It's a new year, dude.
Oh, here we go.
New year, new me.
I got this idea in the back of my head that I might, not quite sure yet, but I think it's time to cut him.
Like that?
No, just
Get rid of them? And shave your head? Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know.
I told you I want one for a keychain. One with the beads and shit on it.
You're not gonna fucking take my hair.
Why not?
As fucking, cause you're not gonna take my fucking hair. You don't like germs. I know that got germs. These are fucking clean, but I doubt you will. You're just fucking with me. Are you gonna put it on your keychain?
Yes, I'm going to put it on my keychain. It's not like I put my keys in my mouth or anything, man.
You just fucking sit there at the doctor.
Yo, I can make
your colonoscopy, you fucking twisted it like I
can
did.
make the dopest fucking wallet chain. Could you imagine that?
Maybe we should glue it on that, like on one of these for our next sign.
We can make dream catchers out of it.
What do you think? You think it's time to cut it?
No, I saw that. I don't think it's as bad as you pull your hat off.
What do you think, Jack-o'-lantern?
Pull your hat off.
Take your hat
Let me see. I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
That's what the girl.
Now that I saw that, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is.
It is this, huh? It's this right here. It's kind of.
It's not bad though because your dreads have. I don't get rid of
The only problem is like I don't have a problem with them. It's like I feel like nowadays I can't do just this.
Of course you can.
Next episode I'll do just this. Maybe don't hold me up to it. But now I'm becoming that guy that has to wear a hat, and I'm always being against that. I was like, dude, if you're bald, just rock that shit. But homeboy right there, he's losing
But
hair.
you're into hats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I should
You
be the
look
hat
good
guy.
with a hat, and then the dreads. Like, I mean, I think it looks good.
Plus, they just gave us a badass fucking design. I can't cut my fucking
dude,
dread.
could you imagine? Could you imagine? It's like,
It's like, the other guy quit.
who's this guy? Who's this replacement? Oh fuck! You gonna do anything fun for New Year's, man? Since it's I mean, obviously this comes out on Monday, but
Yeah. Not really. I've always told the story about my mother being stuck in the house, and I got to start. I'll say it, so because you haven't heard it. I used to spend it with my mom ever since I was a kid. My mom had this rule where she was like, "You get the New Year with me, and as soon as 12 o'clock comes around, you're with me. We hug, we kiss, and then you can go and do whatever the fuck." So
she
basically,
did that because she knew the party would be over by the time we hug and kiss, and you
So
go out, and
basically-
everybody's going home, right?
yeah, but I would go to my grandma's house, my dad's mom, and back in the day, they would close the street with like what we call lights and sound, which is basically speakers the size of fucking cars. They will block the streets. There will be a DJ, and everybody will be partying on the street. So that was nice because I'd be like, oh, okay, mom, yeah, see you. And then my dad would come pick me up and I was like, oh, it's time to fucking party. But then obviously, ever since I came here, I was like, well, I usually I'm so used to doing it with my mom that I just kept doing it with my mom. And then I got married, and then my ex-wife and I went out one time. Whatever we were doing didn't turn out to be as good, so I was like, well, let's just go to my mom's house. She's got snacks or whatever. What?
I must have hit the remote and changed the fucking.
Oh. So she said, I said, let's just go to my mom's house. And then when I walked into my mom's house, it was my mom sitting in her pajamas, my sister in her pajamas. They both have like the party hats and the little, you know, and they were watching the ball drop in New York. And that broke my heart, dude. And now for the longest time, even till this day, if my mom doesn't have anything to do, I go with my mom. But every year I'm like, Mom, you doing anything? And like every now and then she'll be like, oh yeah, they invited us to that. I'm like, oh fuck it, we're gonna do cocaine at fucking strippers fucking buttholes. But I asked her on Christmas, are you doing anything? She's like, probably not. And I was like, okay. I'm like, fuck. Cause part of me loves that that's kind of like, I don't mean to sound like fucking Dre Rocka, but it was like my tradition to spend it with my mom.
It's family.
You know? But it's also like, everybody's getting shit faced at that point. And especially on that day.
It's nothing better than protecting your life, my friend.
What the fuck?
You said what's that?
What is that, a fucking slogan for Simply Safe? What is that?
Simply safe. Protect your light.
What are you doing? Nothing?
So we're gonna go to the Jazz game tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Do the Jazz game and then just go home. Which is shitty because we'll just basically be downtown. So that ought to be fun to get out of once the game's over, right? And then just go home and just hang out with the fam, man.
Dude, the Packers made it, son.
Yeah.
They're still hanging by a thread, but we'll see what happens on Sunday.
Yo, Debo is practicing now. Everybody's in trouble, my friend. Everybody's in trouble. That's the dark horse right there.
I am loving the 49ers right now, dude. They're fucking obviously after my team, I gotta go for the 49ers. Do you have a football team?
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, they're good too.
Yeah, they're good.
Aren't they? They're on top, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah, they are. Them and the Eagles.
It seems like every single one that has been an underdog. The Eagles. Well, the Eagles won a couple 3 years ago. But the Eagles, the Bills, the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals.
Niners.
It's the tide's turned. Like it's just like every team, they're shit forever.
Yeah.
But now that the new talent comes down and
The
you get
Cowboys?
you get draft picks. They'll fuck up.
The Cowboys are 15-3.
They'll fuck up. They always
I
do.
mean, fuck them anyway.
The Niners
Shout
will
out to
beat the
Hellback, but
the
I'm
Niners
saying.
will beat the Cowboys. Come on.
Oh, you know who's at the game for the Niners? Our boy George Lee.
Tomorrow
Yeah, I think
or
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, I got some Mr. fucking Trust Me vodka.
Yeah,
Carlos is gonna be there.
Is that good?
Yeah, it's good. Trust me.
Oh.
Yo, I was gonna. We talked about this. Pelé
Oh yeah, that's right.
passed away at
82.
82.
Yeah, I think cancer took him.
Now, and I asked you this not out of ignorance. I asked you this out of sheer just because I don't know. I says, hey, not that I didn't know who he is, but like, what's the big deal about Pelé, right?
Yeah, can you look up Pelé's facts? I went through when you asked me.
Pelé.
I went through a rabbit hole after you asked me. You know he wasn't knighted by or knighted. Yeah.
L-E, there you go.
Like facts. He was knighted by Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That he still till this day has the most scores ever, with like 1,200 or something like that.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, he won his first I don't know if he won both, but he still, till this day, the youngest person to ever played in a World Cup final. He was 17 the first time he played. The second time he played, he was 21.
Scored 1,283 first-class goals, including 77 for Brazil.
Yeah.
He won 3 World Cups. Holy shit.
There you go.
2 World Cup championships and 9 Sao Paulo state championships.
Yeah.
You're going way too fast there for me, bud. Pele was named after American inventor Thomas Edison, his real name being Edson Arvantes do
Nascimento.
There you go. Pele was signed by the Santos when he was 15.
Yep.
He scored 4 goals in his league debut in March against FC Corinthians on September 7th, 1956. Yep. Here's my question. If Pelé was to play in today's, and I'm only asking this because I don't know, like there's phases of sports to go by, like, right? Like we say the guys, and I'm only speaking on what I know, guys back in the day, early UFC would get smashed by like guys that are ranked in the fucking 30 or 40 in the UFC because the game has evolved so much.
Yeah.
Would Pelé be as good as he was now back then, or has the game actually evolved to where people that like what's Ronaldo and what's Messier?
So I will say when it comes to him, and maybe just because of the fact that he's Brazilian and where he came from, like he was actually, like I said, I started reading a bunch of facts. So his dad also was a pro, and he taught him. But when he started playing, he didn't have shoes, and then he would kick a what was it, like a
Coconut?
Like no, it wasn't that hard. Like they like cardboard wrapped in like tape or something like that. That's how they would play, and he that's where he learned. He learned from his dad, and then he took over to where the point like 17, and he was already playing at a professional level. And then he made all this happen. Also, by far the best business move, because he used to wear Puma on his cleats. They were Puma. Puma paid him $120,000 one day. Just I think it was at a World Cup, and they paid him because right before the game started, he got on one knee and tied up his shoes. So
that was back in
one of those finals that he played. So Puma was like, if you can make him see your shoes, we'll pay you $120,000 back in the 50s
or 60s, right?
How much money that is?
Oh,
a shit ton. I mean, still, but back then it was a lot more. But so right before they started, he just went, hold on, like right in front of the referee. Like the referee waited for him, and he just got on it, and he not one but both. And there's video of it. He just go and tie up his shoes, and he got on the other one, and tied up his shoes. But obviously, the camera focuses on that. 30 seconds, $120,000.
Oh wow,
Isn't that crazy? But yeah, he's not my era per se. You're talking about 60s, 70s. Like he played he played in Mexico in '86, I think, and I was 4 years old. So
I just wonder if the game of soccer has evolved, or if the game of soccer then to now is basically the same. Because now, like in the NBA, like it's 3-point. Everybody's got a 3-point game, right?
Yeah.
In the 80s, I mean,
a
we can go
few.
60s, 70s, and 80s, 90s even. The 3-point was never a big deal. The 3-point was when like you had to fucking score to catch up, or you had to fucking tie the game or whatever.
I don't think when I see soccer nowadays, even when I was watching it back when I was behind my dad and my uncles watching our favorite team, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think the only way that soccer has evolved is technologically, because now the stuff that you can nowadays, and this is just like 4 maybe 5 years ago, they started doing the reviews. They never did that. So now something happens, and the referee, that's when they do the TV. They stop the whole game and they go to the TV. First of all, they talk to him from upstairs, and they're like, "Hey, we might be We might have something here. We gotta look it up. So then he gets off the field and then he watches it. That was never back then. We never had that.
Never had that with any sport.
Never
So
had
that's new.
But
That's new now.
But we're talking about 4 or 5 years. That's pretty. I mean, football has had it for the longest time, I'm guessing.
Do you think there's more flopping now? Like,
Yeah, I think that's part of it too. But I think it gets soccer gets a bad reputation because of the people that are faking to get hurt. But it's like I've always said it. If you people that get touched and they go it's for 2 reasons. Either you're winning and you want to milk the clock, or you're losing and you want the foul to be called on them, so you get the ball. So it's basically like basketball. When the Jazz is winning, as soon as they get the ball, they foul them. They commit foul. So they have to go and shoot so they can get the ball back. And so that's basically what that is. That's why when they're like, oh, they do this. And,
it's part of it's part of the game. It's part of the game with any sport, especially
it's part of the ambitions of
basketball.
not rugby. Put that on there.
Yeah, rugby is.
We used to make fun of the soccer players all the time.
Of course you do. That's probably what.
But it's a mind game. How many times has somebody committed a flop, but it's been game changing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, as much as you want to bash on it, it's mind game as well, right?
Remember when I showed you the picture, the video of Maradona scoring with his hand?
Yes.
If they would have, so they call it the VAR, which is visual assistance replay or something like that. That's when they go check it out. When they didn't have that back then. So he won a World Cup scoring with his hand, but they didn't have that back then. But I think at this point, I would say soccer is pretty tough to play, but I think rugby kind of takes the cake, right?
The hardest sport?
Yeah.
Besides hockey, because I don't think.
Yeah, but hockey hockey they're padded. They got PPE. You know what I mean? Like these guys don't, and also the rugby guys. Oh, you know who else died? Bob Marley's son.
Oh, Bob Marley's son.
Yeah.
Yeah, 31, dude.
Damn, dude.
A chronic. Can't remember what it was that killed him.
Can you look it up, please? Well, I can't remember his name.
He's got the one son, Ziggy, right?
Yeah, he's still kicking, right?
Yeah.
Dude, Ziggy's got his hair down to his fucking ass.
We had a shitload of kids.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh my God! Did you see all those kids?
Joe Mercer, Marley.
Keep going down if you would. Keep going down. Cause of death was not
grandson, no son.
immediately given. Oh, I thought that we knew what it was though. Damn.
There seems like there's a bunch of people dying right before the fucking year end.
It always happens right before the end of the year. Is it because we remember that? So, Damien, Ziggy, Roland,
Yeah, I know the first 2. I don't know the rest. Of them.
Steven.
Yeah, apparently that's the dad of the guy. The kid just died.
Oh, okay. Yo, there's a shitload of them.
So Marley died of
toe infection.
toe infection, right?
He was playing soccer.
It took him out because
playing
his
soccer and
beliefs
then-
was like they don't.
Yeah, they don't do antibiotics or anything. It was like gangrene is what killed him.
Are you reggae fan? I can honestly say
No.
not one bit. Especially
that I don't-
especially being a drummer. You play drums in reggae. I was like, oh, it's the most boring thing ever.
Not that I don't like it. It's just not been like, oh, I got to find out who that is. Because they all sound the same to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me being ignorant.
Racist, yeah. Wait, what? No, I'm not. Are you
There's
a
a
reggae?
white guy out there that does reggae. I'm sure.
Yeah,
of
for
it.
sure. Are you probably Will Wonder because he's all about that culture. Do you like reggae?
No, I don't.
See, I don't know that many people that like reggae. I remember one time I had a friend of my ex's that I know I got a Marley thinking it was given to me. So I got a thing. I got a friend request from my one of my ex's friends, and he plays in a reggae band, like a well-known reggae band here, and he invites me every time, and I go.
I'll bet people are shocked when they're like,
you're like, wait, what? Like, I would just lost half of our fucking audience, and by that I mean 2.
That's great.
Just can't have dreads
Yeah,
and not love reggae.
I can't.
I mean,
But I see it from the musician side of it. Like I have never, obviously there's drummers to drummers. Like a drummer that's playing reggae for me is like, I'm sure you're more talented than this. And you're just like taking it chill. You probably smoke a doobie, which is fine because that's what it's, But it's like so calm. There's like, me, I have to be like.
as we pulled up this picture of all of these Marleys right here, I can't help but notice all of the dreadlocks and the big long foreheads on all these individuals. So maybe you did this to yourself. Maybe you did this to yourself because obviously dreadlocks don't favor hairlines, for God's sakes.
Yo, do me a favor and Google
What are we at, by the way?
2-color.
1 cup.
Two color dreads style for men. It's another idea that I have. We talk about this, but the ones that I have,
Color dreads?
yeah, like 2-color, because I want 2 colors. Yeah, 2-tone color, 2-tone. Dreads for men. But the ones that I've seen, they only have. Like, see, they only have halves. And I don't like that.
I mean, there's not a lot of color there.
Look at Jaden fucking Smith, dude.
Yo, you need to do that one.
Which one?
That go down. Right there. Yo, there's some dope ones in there.
You know who's got, yeah, I know. You know who's got his hair growing right now? Kingstopher. But he has this fucking, he has long hair. Oh, look at that. That's fucking. I just need to get in shape, to get a little buff, cover myself with tattoos.
I mean, he has a full head of hair there.
Yeah.
I hate when they.
What if I tattoo over here?
Ooh, there
Look
you
at like
go.
that. Look, that looks painted.
Is that painted on? Would you ever dye your mustache like that?
Probably do. I would look like a clown.
Well, I mean, that guy looks pretty cool.
Look at that right there where you're pointing is. Look, right to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. That one. That's Justin with fucking dreads. Look at this.
Those are tied into his hair. There's no way that
He
guy.
takes that band off and they come off.
He has a haircut like me, but when he has to go to work.
He takes it off for his fucking colonoscopy. All right, Jacques Cousteau, we're good. So Kingstopher he's growing his hair, right? And he's got but he likes to rock it in his fucking face, and he looks like a fucking an English fucking sheepdog. And every time I see him, I'm like, cut your fucking hair. And he goes, no. And I was like,
what's he gonna do with it?
So I've been talking to him, obviously, because Uncle Ange has dreads. I'm like, why don't you do dreads? And he's like, I don't know about that. So now Brian and I, the kid gets a pass because he's half black, so he can pull this off.
Oh, I didn't know he was half black.
Yeah, dude.
I thought
All
he
Brian
was-
likes is white, is chocolate women.
Yeah, but I thought that was a new thing. I didn't think
Hey,
that
that's
was
a
always.
that's a DJ white guy thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, we're on to something here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Only real DJs dip in chocolate, huh?
Happy birthday, Will Wonder.
Yeah.
So I said, hey, let's do.
So what is his hair like?
Let's do braids. Let's do cornrow.
Is it more
No, it's
Latin?
It's more Latin, but it's very curly.
Because at the end of the day, like Brian is half
Yeah, Mexican.
Mexican, right? And his,
Son is half Mexican, half black.
but there's some white in there, right?
Brian's mom.
Yeah, mixed down the line, right? It's probably gonna be a good-looking
That's
kid.
He's a good-looking kid. He's a
when he
good-looking
gets
kid,
older, right?
He's a good-looking kid, but
Those mutts are always pretty fucking
he's a good-looking kid. But he wants to have his hair like in his face, and it drives me nuts. I'm like, and I'm always like, just brush it, just put it back, just let it grow, but let's go, go back. And I've been trying to tell him, get one of those like rubber bands that just hold it right here, like just holds your hair off your face.
Yo, do you look at those?
Nuts,
do you look at those dope ass fucking like athletes that wear the fucking and you're all? I wish I was as buff and good looking as you to pull that off. Because a guy like me wore that. I mean, come on.
I go back to school, kid. Yeah. But I've been telling. So now I guess the plan is he wants to do cornrows. So now I'm talking to Brian. I said, well, Brian, just get him. And I think he found the person that can do him. And I said, but don't have him do braids. Have him do cornrows, so attached to his head to go back. And he goes, oh yeah, but I'm afraid it's gonna hurt. I'm afraid it's gonna hurt. And I'm like, well, then he can cut it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, do you want him to look like a mop, or you want him to look good?
You just pull it out. It's not like it's not end game when you do it. Right?
Exactly. I'm like, you want him to look like a fucking rag.
He needs to do the Jordan Clarkson.
The braids.
The braids, man.
I wish I was doing the fucking Clarkson. That's the thing. Like I can put that thing on, but he puts it right here, right, and his hair is there. Mine is like up here, so I still got like a sunroof that I got.
You have a sundress. You fucking. Oh fuck.
But,
Yo, I had to flip the script on you, but I've been getting a shitload of so I did that thing. I fucking spit in the little thing. This is how I found out that I was a member of the fucking
the Michael Jordan,
the royal family in fucking in England, right? That I figured out that I'm more English than I am. I was gonna say white, but they're the whitest, and that didn't work, right? But I was thinking about this. I'm like, yo, we should have Angel do this. I'm like, well, that's not gonna fucking work, right?
I know I got people from Spain.
So here was my question. I was like, I bet 23andMe and Ancestry.com is probably not big in Mexico or in
I can do it here.
Africa or whatever. Because you're like, oh, surprise.
my lineage is because we're here. My lineage goes from me to my mom, and that's it.
No, not that. I'm just saying, like, white. That's a white people thing, right?
Yeah.
Because mutts, right?
Yeah.
We want to figure out all of the mixed stuff, and we pray to God. We're like, I hope I'm black. I hope I'm black. I hope I'm black.
Yeah.
Right? Every white dude does that, right?
That's Will Wonder's prayer. Yeah.
He's all, one day my son is not going to have to worry about if he's black or not on Ancestry.com. They'll buy it for him for his birthday. They'll, happy birthday! But I was wondering, I'm like, I'll bet it's not a big seller in Mexico and places like that.
I don't know if they do that in Mexico.
Of course they will. It's got to be worldwide, right?
I think so, because obviously, some of there's got to be some lineage coming from there, right?
Have you ever thought about doing it?
Being in Mexico. I mean, I thought about it, but it's not like, I mean, I don't. What? So now that you know, then what? Is it important to you or not really? Or?
No, like I said, the alerts that I get are like people that you're related to that do it.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I already knew I was related to that person.
So what do? You just spit on it?
Yeah, they just give you a little vial. You just pop the cap and you spit in it. And you pop it back and then you mail it back and then they tell you your DNA.
That's how the government gets the fuck a hold of you, bud.
Right? Conspiracies, all they have your DNA now, right?
DNA, bud.
I'm all, what are you going to do with my DNA, motherfucker? I barely passed the driving
this
course.
one's got Crohn's. Who wants this? We're like, nah, we're good. It's a Lord. Yeah, fuck that.
But it's like stupid white people. We want to know, like, oh, maybe I'm from. Everybody's like, I'm Irish. I'm Irish, right?
Yeah.
Every white person's all, that's why I drink so much. I'm Irish, right? Yeah. There's a little bit of Scottish in me, but a shitload of fucking English, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, well, all right. But I hope for something like exotic, like fucking Panamanian or fucking, I don't know, fucking Australian or something like that. But no,
That'd be dope, huh?
I'm just a regular ass white guy.
I know I got
but it gives you a map, like a place map of like, it shows like where all of your ancestors are from. And so I thought, well, I wonder if Angel did this and he just gets the one color on the one continent where it's like, yeah, there you are.
he just come back and says Mayan. That's it. That's all he says.
No, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Reach back that far. It was like, I don't know, somebody bought it for me.
Who the fuck bought it for
It
you?
was a Christmas gift, actually. The most widest Christmas gift you could ever get, right?
It's probably your wife. She's trying to buy land in England.
No, actually, now that I really am downloading this, my dad's all, hey, spit in this thing to make sure we're his fucking kids.
I'm not falling for this one, motherfucker. Spit on this.
No more Christmas presents. You cheap fucks.
Yo, did you not listen?
My dad?
Yeah.
He says he does. I highly doubt it.
Just like fucking see like another
He's
day.
told me a couple of times. He's
we
like,
shit
"No,
on
I'm
him."
sitting in the office and I'm listening to the podcast and man, I have to turn that shit off because people around me might hear what you're talking about. I'm like, well,
I'm talking about you, Dad. Oh, that's fucking funny. Are you doing anything for again, we know by the time you guys get this, it's gonna pass. It's passed already, but you doing anything for our
I
New
don't think
Year's?
so.
No?
No.
Staying home?
Yep. I think my girlfriend works. So I'm just gonna chill. With
what
the
does she
dog.
do for a living?
She is a nurse.
Oh wow, does she fuck up like this?
Yeah.
That's
Oh shit, it's all right. You only know how to get into the right hole, right? She doesn't need to worry about that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Should we get out of here?
Where we at?
You got plans?
Hour and 11.
Yeah, we're good.
By the way, you know how windy it was a couple. Those are nice. Those are fucking nice. This your Christmas?
Yeah. Yeah. Had to fucking wait. This is the first time I wore them, too. I opened
you
it,
got
she's
two,
like,
right?
She's like, you're not going to wear them? I'm like, why don't I dress up? I want to dress up nice and wear them, right? She's like, well, you've bitched this whole time. You wanted to wear your shoes. And
God damn, dude. She puts you down so much, huh? Like a dog that just peed. Puts your fucking nose in there.
yo, we haven't talked since Christmas, have we?
Oh, speaking of, I gotta show you what my my kids got me for Christmas.
Oh, you brought it?
Yeah. So you can tell it's a coffee mug, right?
I hope this says the world's greatest dad.
Better.
Oh,
So when I saw it, I'm like, oh, I know what this is, because you can see the green.
it's a Grinch cup.
It's a well, I thought it was a Ninja Turtles cup,
Oh.
which I already have. They gave it to me. And then I open it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then you turn it.
Nice. Nice.
Fuck you. and
That is
I'm like,
great.
you guys got me. He's like, yeah, that's from all of us. I'm like,
Nice.
I mean,
That's
and
great.
and I kid you not, I looked at it and I said, this is going in the studio.
Absolutely. That is great.
That's pretty
Because it's
badass.
kind of it's like the coffee mug you would find at everybody's house that's been passed down from
Yeah.
generation to generation. It's got the flowers and it's the odd kind of ugly green color, but it says fuck you.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I know. This is fucking glass.
Yo, so yeah, we had Christmas. And again, I was stoked to give the kids their,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
their four-wheelers,
They
right?
Oh, dude. Go ahead.
So they open all their gifts. They spend an hour opening things. And then at the end, we had 2 boxes that they had a keychain on them and then a key. And the kids were like, they opened them at the same time. This is the very end. They were like, the little ones or the older
fuck,
ones
Dad?
all, what do I need a razor key for? I'm like, well, maybe you never know, right? And the youngest one's all, did you buy me a dirt bike?
Oh, dude.
Right? I was like,
you're like,
no.
God damn it.
I says, maybe we got to go outside and go see what's out there that might fit a key, right? So we all get our clothes on, and
Do you film this?
oh yeah, we filmed all of it.
Well, you guys don't put anything on.
No, because I don't want to be those people. Like
Yeah, but
everybody's like,
how many times are you gonna show it?
yeah, but
how many times do you need to see it?
imagine? Oh, so I'm not me. Imagine I'm just one of your friends.
Yeah.
And they post that, and you're all, fuck that guy.
That's what I do with all my friends' kids.
rubbing that shit in their face because that guy does that shit. I mean, I shouldn't even talk about it on the podcast.
Nah,
again,
this
that
is your
guy,
fucking
right?
podcast, dude.
But so we all go outside, and they were parked behind the garage door.
Yeah.
And so the wife was filming it, and I opened the garage door. I'm like, surprise! And they were like, whoa! And that was it.
Let's go inside. It's cold.
Yes, that was it. I was speechless. I was fucking lost for words. I'm like, mother, you unappreciative
How many
motherfuckers.
shoes I couldn't buy with this?
They're all, let's go play with our robot gerbils. They got these gerbils that fucking.
Did you look at your wife? You're like, see?
Oh, motherfucker. These fucking kids.
Tonight, I better get anal. Dude, fucking,
No, that's what she said to me.
You know how Brian bought that electrical one for fucking King?
Yeah, and he posted a bunch of pictures of his kid running up and down the road.
So the funniest thing is that King has a charging all night, like all day long, right?
Yeah.
And I said to him, so first of all, he bought it. King looks super big for this bike, and I said, hey, you want me to be the shitty fucking friend? And 3, 2, 1, I'm like, he's gonna outgrow that in 6 months.
Yeah.
But the thing says that it's up to kids 13 years old. I was like, all right, whatever. Joke's on me, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about normal, like kids like me, 13 years old. We're not talking about kids like Brian's kid, 13 years
So
old.
he plugs it in.
Brian's kid kicked my ass.
lets it charge all day, and then he goes, "Hey, Dad, I want to go ride." It's freezing outside. First of all,
Of course.
and Brian hates outside. Brian hates the light of the sun, dude. And so yesterday, I went upstairs and I see that the garage door that goes to the kitchen was open, and there was light going on. So I figured, they're outside. So I go and he's all dressed up just to watch him ride. And then now he got it to where, I want to drive my car around the neighborhood and he can follow me because he wants to ride. What?
Jesus Christ, Brian.
Just relax. And so, but it's so funny because King comes in and he goes, Dad, I want to ride. And
He's like, go start the car and whip that fucker out.
Basically, so Brian goes, all right, well, you gotta do stuff before we go ride. She goes, King's like, name it, motherfucker, name it. And he's like, you gotta clean your room, you gotta wipe your shit, you gotta vacuum, you got done in 30 minutes. I was talking to Brian and King
Brian's
goes,
a
King
fuck.
goes, I was talking to Brian at the table, and King goes, I'm done. And he goes, motherfucker. He goes out with his vacuum. He's like, Dad, I'm done. Can we do this? Now he's getting his jacket on. He's getting his helmet on and shit. Brian looks at me and he goes, I'll be right back. I'm going to go drive around. I'm like,
Yo, he's lucky
damn.
he bought an electric one and not a gas-powered one, because gas ones go forever. They go forever. By the time the battery's done, he's all, I'm ready to go inside.
Apparently, this thing goes like 14 miles an hour.
I got on the kid's four-wheeler, and you know I live on that big hill, right? So I'm all my big ass on that fucking four-wheeler, and little do I know, all the neighbors are outside, right? So here I roll out, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Like, your neighbors are like, oh, how do you know he's delayed?
Oh, that's cute. He got that for Christmas.
Good job. You're like, good job, Mama. You're like, waving at your wife. Good job, Miss Longballs.
So I go down the hill. Now, first off, as I'm falling ass down the hill, right? I happen to just look over on the fucking thing. It says 100-pound max. I go, Yeah, that's just a recommendation, right? I make the turn.
Technicalities.
I make the turn to head back up the hill because there's a car coming up. It goes, whoa, and it don't go nowhere. So I'm so embarrassed. I act like I'm fiddling with the fucking carburetor. And on the other side, I'm pushing with my fucking leg, just trying to get up the fucking hill.
You fucking drive while your neighbor's all slow. There's something wrong with the carburetor. I don't know what it is.
I did. Finally, I got it in the driveway after fucking. Basically, I put my knee on the seat and pushed it the rest of the way. Oh, piece of shit Japanese. I got in. I'm all, time to go on a diet.
Oh my God, I'm in tears.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway, should we get out of here? Yeah. Jack O'Lantern, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Jack Burger Design. You can check out my projects that I'm working on and some other ones that I'll be working on in the future.
Might want to bring that microphone to your face, dude, so people can hear you.
You got a loud voice, bro.
You can catch me at Angel Severa on Instagram, Angel Severa on Facebook. I'm also back to doing No Hablo de Español. Follow us at Spanish Laughs on Instagram and No Hablo de Español for the full episodes of that segment at No Hablo de Español on YouTube. And it's just Mr. Dre Rock and me putting the show together for laughs.
Beautiful. Lord _ balls. That's with a Z on the gram. You can find me on the Facebook with my name. Yeah. Oh, shout out to Trust Me Vodka.
That's right.
Getting closer and closer to getting out to liquor stores. Like I said, we've given you the TM _ distributing. If you want to find out what bars it's lurking in, you're going to want to try it. Trust me, it's outstanding in a Bloody Mary.
Hey, is this vodka good?
Trust me.
Also, about a couple years ago, we did an episode of the Lake Talk 801. That episode is out as in yesterday, so you guys can go ahead and follow it. Episode 117. If I'm not mistaken, they never had long balls in there with them, so that was kind
First
of
time.
That was kind of a rundown of how we started and everything. So, it's a good episode. It's full of fun because those guys, you know, they're not used to our they're not used to our vibe.
It's funny you hear other episodes and everybody's serious about their career and about the empire they're building, and we're just basically
Dude, that fucking podcast, like, it's all about entrepreneurs, and we're like, you ever got a rim job?
Yeah.
They're like, what?
When's the last time you had foreskin in your fucking teeth, bud? Until next time,
take care of yourselves out there. Bring justice to the local MMA fights, and we will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
peace.